Alright, so this is crazy. This is really crazy. You get me? I say billions donate for post Melisa relief remain unused. You get me? I say it never say loss, it never say stolen, it's unused. So that simply means that the money in our account just not being used. So Melisa hit Jamaica back in last year, October, 7 months ago. You get me? I say 7 months ago. I totally understand. Not gonna be able to do everybody else back fast enough, rebuild them house or refurbish them house, or not even to locate all of the homes all at once. You get me? I said, but the biggest problem was to get the money. That was the biggest problem because money basically eliminate most of um what they need. You get me? I say, and if not all of what they need. You get me? I say, so 26 million spent and 1.44 billion was donated. That's a large sum of money. You get me? I'm saying that can really do a lot. It probably cannot do all, but it can do a lot. And the fact that the money was unused and not lost or thief, you're telling me that they have 1.44 billion still, or a little less than that, still in account, not being used. And people are homeless, people are not, people literally don't have a shelter since Melissa. You're telling me that? You're telling me that, bro? That is crazy as fuck, dog. And still haven't been a politician, dog. Yo, man, I cannot understand the level of loyalty or trust or assurance that you guys have in politicians, bro. I cannot. Every day is another story. Whether it's from the Minister of Health, Finance, Security, the Minister of Fuckery, there's always something. Yes, there's always something. But the people them continue to suffer while being homeless, while not having anything to eat. Bro, that is the worst thing, bro. I think what understand when you're hungry is a different feeling, bro. You get me I say? When you're hungry is a different feeling. But when you're hungry, you literally can go out there and look for your tree and say, alright, I pick a mango. Or I go beg that person there. It's different when you're homeless, dog. When you're homeless, we have to beg someone to live with them. Especially if you don't have no family, bro. Especially if you don't have no support, dog. And then people make it seem as if the money wasn't sent for that reason. The problem is not material. Material, once you have money, eliminate that material because money can't buy the material. So what is the problem? What is the problem? This is the problem, dog. Money, dog. Bumbo clot. Money is a problem, dog. Money is the root of evil. You get me? I say, and it's so crazy because money can't spend itself. So money has spent it. Where is the money? It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. I think say, yo, you see, if it was a case where them send the victim them the money and say, yo, renovate the house, how much it will cost, and them give everybody a set fee as alright, everybody get 1 million, and them squander the money. Probably at that point I'll understand. But when you guys get the amount, when you guys get the donations, bro, to literally make the people them that are victim of Melissa feel more comfortable. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. And why it's crazy because while owning on a big mansion, I live well comfortable on the AC, on a nice pillow bed, watching a big flat screen TV, bro. Some of them outside that watch the sky. Some of them under a tent. Some of them have a catch up in some of the basement, bro. And make it seems as if it's not you guys' job to make sure that Jamaican people feel like as if them are human, dog. I feel as if them it work. Bro, that fuck up, dog. It fuck up. I've never been homeless before, you know. But dog, this is crazy, dog. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. On a need for the better, dog. On a need for the better, yo. When you can't make it seem so rough, dog. When you can't make it seem so hard, dog. Only get one job, bro. I understand say it might be overwhelming for run a country, dog. But dog, when I get when I get a vast amount of money for do it, dog, just do the job, dog. Because it never said the money was spent. It never said the money was robbed. Or I mean, I never wanna try nice stuff to make say unused. When I mean it was robbed or spent, you get me I say? Una make it seems as if una not the money same way. You get me? I don't know if una make it seems as if una not make it seem bad and say, you know what, the money was robbed or spent and make it sound hard say money was unused. So if the money was unused, that simple means that the money on account put on. When I put on the money for? When I put on the money for that?
Gaps in Jamaica's hurricane relief management. This as it found despite billions of dollars in donation after Hurricane Melisa, only a fraction has been spent, sending red flags over how the funds are being managed.
The latest Auditor General's report has found that of the $1.44 billion donated for Hurricane Melisa relief, only 1.8% or $26 million has so far been spent. That money, it says, went solely to roofing materials. Meanwhile, leftover funds from Hurricane Beryl of over 138.8 million Jamaican dollars and 100,000 US dollars remain untouched. The report notes that the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, had no expenditure plan, leaving aid idle while citizens waited for relief. The audit also revealed that millions were withheld by a financial services institution, some 15.7 million Jamaican dollars and nearly 300,000 US dollars. There was no formal contract. Transfers were delayed and the Auditor General could not confirm if the money ever reached ODPEM's accounts. This, as the report reminds, that the audit is one aimed at retaining transparency in the use of the funds and ensuring accountability as the government embarks on several projects under the recently passed NARA. But there was more. The roof restoration program also came under fire. The report notes that $34 million in roofing materials has been delivered without signed receipts. It found that payment records for contracts worth over $100 million were missing. This, as ODPEM says, 421 roofs were repaired, but auditors found no clear beneficiary verification and no completion reports. Also under the microscope, the National Disaster Fund. The audit concluded that the NDF, Jamaica's safety net, is not compliant with the law. It shared the fund had no designated bank account. As such, the report continued, the funds are mixed with other projects. Additionally, it notes required annual reports and statements of accounts have not been prepared from as far back as 2018. As of February, the fund held $163 million in cash and $293 million in investments. Despite this, the Auditor General says oversight remains weak. The Auditor General concluded that weaknesses in financial management and governance threaten Jamaica's disaster response. The report urges ODPEM to act immediately with a clear expenditure plan, a dedicated account for the disaster fund, and formal agreements with partners. Without swift reforms, the Auditor General notes donor trust and public confidence